Good morning. I'll call the June 2nd, 2026 regular council meeting to order. Councillor Stalker is ill today and we wish him a speedy recovery. First thing is land acknowledgement. The town of Rocky Mountain House acknowledges the people who came before us on this land. Adoption of the agenda. There is a change. Mr. Kraus, or Councillor Schipel, please.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. The change can come further in the meeting when a topic comes up. I'm just going to make a motion to push something into our the fall meeting, strategy and priorities meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. So I'll call for any other additions or deletions to the agenda. Councillor Schipel.
Also move the agenda as presented.
Thank you. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you very much. We have no delegations today. Adoption of the previous minutes. Are there any additions or deletions? Seeing none, could I get a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. All in favor? And that is carried. Old business, the 7.1, Councillor Schipel.
Yes, understanding we don't have a full council and the in-depth conversation we will have about this topic, I would like to see this move to our priorities and in the fall, whatever
Thank
the
you.
meeting is called in the fall, where we discuss things that will have financial impacts to the town.
Perfect. Thank you. All in favor? And that's carried. Thank you very much. Next is 7.2, Policing Committee Policy. Mr. Crows.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. And Ms. Breeze will present this one.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. So before you is the same policy. So went through the policy, actually the Policing Committee bylaw. So reviewed the policy as well as the Policing Committee bylaw. If administration were to change the policy to add a delegate, the policy would then contradict the Policing Committee bylaw, so making the policy invalid. So the only option is if you want a delegate into the policy, the council would have to request to bring the bylaw back to change as well, so the two don't contradict. So if you notice under 6 in the RFD, I've put the piece of the bylaw in there, and I've also attached the bylaw to, as an attachment on this. And it states right in there, the Rocky Mountain House RCMP officer in charge and the CEO. It does not say delegate. So, so the second concern that was brought up at the last meeting was addressing communicating with the public. The public didn't understand or know if they could come to the meeting, when the meetings were happening. So worked with communications. Communications has now scheduled, they have it on the events, the government calendar. Thank you, Laura. So all the listings for the next, up until the end of the year, are listed on that calendar, as well as when we publish an agenda for council, we send it to the comms team, they push it out. So if you sign up for, subscribe to these events, or subscribe to council meetings, you'll get that. So they've added that as an option as well. So if you want to subscribe to get the agenda package or anything else directly to your email, they just have to put register here, add it. So it's a nice little button on the website, and they will get a copy of that. So I think we've done a really good workaround with that. And I think that was the only issues that were brought up at the last meeting. So unless there was something else that I'm missing, Councillor Schipel?
Councillor Schipel.
Well, I'm not sure why my light was on. I just haven't turned it off. But to that, Tracy, thank you very much for looking after that and addressing my concerns or our concerns. One of them that I had was about an alternate for the chief or operating person in charge of the RCMP, but they're non-voting members. So after I read what you put in there, it all made sense. So I think you've addressed all the concerns. To that, then, I'd so make the resolution that resolved that the council approve the policing committee policy 002/2026.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I will call that to a vote. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you. Our new business is 8.1, benefit plan analysis for council members. Good morning.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. So this is being brought forward as a request from Council to find out about the cost of providing benefits to members of Council. Currently, we offer benefits through Sun Life, and it usually, the package consists of dental, extended health care, dependent life, short and long-term disability, and accidental AD&D, and basic group life. We also have a vision care program that's managed just internally by the town, which is $300 every 2 years for glasses, and we have a health spending account. So when I looked at this, I only looked at dental and extended health and vision care. We're waiting on rates from Sun Life for life, disability, and AD&D. Now, they wouldn't be extremely expensive, but we didn't get quotes in time. Council was provided with this health spending account when they came after the election, so that's already in place. So I just kind of did up a little table. So it shows the monthly rates for married and single, for the three, dental, extended health, and employee assistance. So I kind of did a little tally with Council. I think there would be 3 single and 3 married if we were to go, is that right, 3 or 4? 3 single, 3 married, because there's, yeah. So basically, if we were to implement this plan, it would cost approximately $29,000 a year. And it would also change every term, like if we implemented it, depending on sort of the makeup of a new council, it would change depending on the various statuses. Is there any questions?
Councilor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor. To Ms. Quinlan, the $29,000, is that the cost that councilors would be paying, or is that the cost of the town?
Currently, the town pays 100% of benefits except for long-term disability, which the employees pay 100% themselves. So if you were to implement a package similar to what employees receive, it would be, the town would pay $29,000.
Okay, and another question, how does that work for the marrieds on council?
There
If I
would
may, we
only
have
be,
Mayor and Councilor Boniface. How would the premiums work that way?
there would only be one plan between the two of them.
Okay.
So it would be half, or we would just assign it to one person and the other one would go on as a spouse.
Okay, thank you.
Councilor Boniface.
Okay, so the 29,000 is a cost to our council, or is,
To the
or
town.
it's to us
To
individually?
the town.
To the town.
Okay. Okay, thank you
So
very much.
in my motions, we would, if you were to implement this right away, we would have to, and it wouldn't be the full 29 because it's halfway through the year, but we would have to identify a source of funding for this year's budget because it's not a budgeted amount. And then in the next year's budget, we would have to identify funding totaling 29,000 and where it would come from.
Okay, so that means so the 29,000 is for all of us to go on that.
Yes.
Now, if not all of us want to go on it, and can it be paid by us as individuals and not be the town? Like, could it not be the town's expense? Because that's not what I was looking for at all.
Yeah. I would say it sorry, go ahead.
Oh, here.
So maybe to answer those questions, I mean, they've, in our talking with Sun Life and all that, they've offered to come do a presentation. And maybe that would probably be the best way, because they could provide those intricacies of the policy, if that works for council.
Counselor Boniface?
That would be great. That would clear up a lot of things. Thank you so much for that information.
What I was gonna say is you probably would need to treat this group as a group. So whatever decision you made, whether it would be paid by the town or paid by individuals or, you know, percentage, it would have to be consistently applied amongst the entire group.
Counselor Shippold?
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. I hate to be negative Nelly on this one. I think there's a significant cost here, and I guess where I'm at is there are plans out there that can be purchased independently of being here, and in past councils this has not been offered or taken. I guess if everybody pays for their own, it's one thing, but I most certainly would not support this as coming out of the town coffers to support council. We get paid already. I'm just wondering if there's any merit even looking at it at all. I don't know who around the table requires it, you know, and if it's a minority, then is it a waste of Sun Life's time to even come? I don't know. So I think first we need to figure out how many people would be looking at the plan and then go from there.
Counselor Musker?
Thank you, Mayor. I have to agree with Councillor Chappelle. I think would be a tough sell to the residents and ratepayers. And also, as Councillor Chappelle said, there are private benefit plans that we could access if we wanted that. I don't need to hear from the Sun Life people regarding this. I kind of already know where I stand on it, so I just wanted to let that be known.
Thank you. Counselor Boniface?
I agree 100%. This was never to be part of the town, to get in on the group part, but not to be an expense to the taxpayers or the town or anything. But I have looked at a lot of other ones, and I just was looking for comparative, because I've heard what a great program the town's on. That's all.
Thank you. Anything further from anyone? Would someone, does the majority feel that they'd be just accepted for information purposes? Is that what we would prefer? Councillor Musker?
Thank you, Mayor. I'll make the motion. Be resolved that council accept the benefit plan to members of council report for information.
Thank you. All in favor? Thank you very much. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Our next item is 8.2, protection of privacy policy. Mr. Kraus.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Ms. Breeze will present this to council.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. So before you is the protection of privacy policy. So on June 11th of last year, new public sector privacy legislation came into force. So the POPA, I'm not even sure how to pronounce that, which is the Protection of Privacy Act, and the Access to Information, ATIA, replaces the Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy, which has been repealed. So these legislative changes made a substantial impact on every municipality in Alberta. They modernized and streamlined Alberta's access to information and privacy law, strengthening privacy protections and clarifying access to electronic records. So I've listed the two legislative, so access, basically what those pieces of legislation require of a municipality, so I won't go through them all. So hopefully you've read those. Basically what it comes down to is the town and every other municipality out there is to put a privacy management program in place. So this is the overarching document. And currently we are working on some procedures, but this gives you the overlay of what the PMP will contain. So financially, I did put additional resources may be required to support the additional workload. So there's like semi-annual auditing, regular auditing, different things that need to be done. It's mandatory that all employees have privacy training. And this training should be ongoing and tailored to specific roles, because each person in the town has different roles that they deal with. Some don't deal with much information at all, whereas, say, like Betty's department has a lot of information that they deal with on a daily basis. So the PMPs must regularly be reviewed and updated to accommodate changes within it. So the Privacy Commissioner's guidelines emphasize the importance of periodic and regularly scheduled reviews of the privacy management process, accompanied by formal acknowledgement and training for all employees. So a privacy risk evolve with the emergence of new programs, technology, and service delivery models, so must PMPs. So the town, as you've known over the last little while, we're looking at different, upgrading the financial system. So all of that comes into play. So residents entrust the municipality with their public and personal information. Responsible management of that information is critical for building and maintaining the trust and confidence of citizens necessary to deliver the services that the town offers. Transparency about an organization's measure to protect personal information is therefore of utmost importance. It is important that municipalities are aware of their responsibilities under the new legislation. All municipalities, again, are required to implement a PMP to ensure compliance with their duties as required by POPA. A privacy management program requires having documented policies and procedures in place to promote the safe handling of personal information and non-personal data. So I've highlighted some of the sections of the POPA, which is Section 6 of the regulations, provides that privacy management programs must be compliant with Section 25 of the POPA and include designation or identification of a privacy officer, internal policies and procedures set in place to address the municipality's duties under POPA, the establishment of security classification systems for personal information, data derived from personal information and non-personal data in the custody or under the control of the municipality. And of course, mandatory training for employees in municipalities to understand their obligations, and timelines for periodic review, assessment, and updates of the privacy management program. So the protection of privacy policy was created to act as the overarching document and serve as the foundation of the town's privacy management program. This policy dictates how the town meets legislative requirements, documents accountability, employer responsibility, and acts on the main document that ties together all privacy procedures and privacy impact assessments. So in order to remain practical and effective, the program needs to adapt and keep current with changes in service, structure of administration, and applicable legislation. So municipalities need to review and revise their privacy management program on an ongoing basis, and this should become part of the municipality's routine operational task. So again, this is a very, just a glance over the policy. It touched bases on basically everything that the town needs to do in a simplified version. So the PMP is going to be an expansion of that. So it's going to go into how each department responds to privacy complaints, how we collect data, how the residents will correct their data. There'll be forms done up for that. And basically every aspect of privacy that's listed under POPA that municipality is required, we will have a procedure set in place.
Thank you. Any questions? Councillor Shippold.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Thanks, Tracy. So in this, I guess my question is about privacy training. It mentions training in here a lot of places. And I want to know the implication for council. So if you look under the definitions under I, where it talks about employee, and it lists out who can be an employee, I guess my question is, does council fall into that any one of those categories? And how are we treated as a council for training of the privacy information stuff? Do we get no training, any training? How does council fit into this process?
I may, through the mayor, to Councillor Schippel. So under roles and responsibilities, it says council is responsible for approving the policy, reviewing the policy every 2 years, to ensure adequate funding and resources are allocated to support the town's PMP, and participate in training to ensure compliance with municipal transparency and data protection laws. So the original document wasn't written with council in mind, but it is such an important piece of legislation that administration felt that we needed to bring the policy at least forward to council to understand. The procedures and the documents are going to be they're going to be changing. So it didn't make a lot of sense to bring the whole program forward for council. This touch bases on everything. We can add a definition for council, but it's pretty straightforward. That means the reason that the employee one is listed is because contractors, those type of people, they have to have training as well. Like, we need to keep track of any personal data that a contractor may be involved in. So that's why they're listed. Whereas the council, I put you in a separate area because you do have your own responsibilities in here. But if you'd like that changed, we can add you to the employee one as well.
Councillor Schippel.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. Can you tell me where that section is that you made reference to, the roles and responsibilities? I do not recall reading that, so I just want to have a quick look.
Your section's a lot smaller than the other ones.
So it does then refer to training for us as well? Okay.
Is there any other further questions? Good. Would someone like to make the motion then, please? Councillor.
Be resolved that council adopt policy 004/2026, protection of privacy policy as presented.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? And that is carried. Thank you very much. Our next item is 9.1, Policing Committee Member Discussion. Mr. Kraus.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. So this is at council's request to discuss changing the members on the policing committee. So, Mayor, I'll leave it up to you.
Okay, thank you. I would like to step off of this committee, please, and I would like one of you, Councillor Stalker, is already on the committee, so if any of you would be interested in taking this position, that would be good. It's only every other month, and it usually lasts between an hour to 2 hours, normally. Councillor Musgrave.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm just going to ask if could you share the reason why you want to be replaced on this committee? It seems like, to me, it's an important committee for the mayor to be on, so.
It is, it's strictly for health reasons,
Okay.
and so I'm just taking some things that I can take off of my plate that I feel other ones are actually more important for me. So
Okay.
I'm taking those tasks up, but this is one I could ask one of you to take.
Okay, thank you very much.
We just wonder if for council it would help. Are these meetings during the day or are they in the evening, once a month?
Mr. Crowe.
They're 4 o'clock on a Monday. And like the mayor said, every couple of months. The summer off.
Councillor Musgrave.
Thank you again, Mayor. I was looking at the list of committees on the website, and the ones that we're on, you have a ton, okay, and I get that. But Councillor Sinclair and myself are a little light, so I've been on the policing committee before. I would be happy to go on it again in your stead, but I'm going to leave it open to Councillor Sinclair if he's interested.
Councillor Sinclair.
I'm definitely interested in it. I just would maybe need some more back information on the responsibilities with this one? I'm not that familiar with it.
There's not a great deal of responsibilities. There's already a chair that is appointed.
Oh.
They are a citizen chair. So you're basically there to listen to the information that is provided by the RCMP and our town police. So they give you that information. You discuss items of concern within the community. If somebody's brought up something that, say they're speeding down their street all the time, that would be a time that you could bring those things up. It's,
Sure. Okay, I'll take it.
And we do provide an orientation to the
Yes.
committee.
Oh.
Yeah, so, and it's a binder full, so.
Councillor Musker?
Thank you. This is a little side note on our committee appointments and whatnot. While I was on the website, and this is for administration, if that could be updated, Anti-Racism Committee is still listed under councilors, and the Community Growth Committee is not mentioned under council appointments. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Boniface?
Our rural, health recruitment one, I'm not listed on that one.
You haven't been appointed?
I thought I did last week. Okay. I thought I did last round.
Councillor Musker?
I'll be happy to make the motion.
Please, go ahead.
Okay, so be it resolved that council name Councillor Sinclair to replace Mayor Shane Boniface as an appointed member of the Policing Committee.
Thank you. No further discussion? Then seeing none, all in favor? And that is carried. Thank you. And thank you, Councillor Sinclair. 9.2, Travel Alberta Tourism Town Hall. Mr. Crouch?
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. So this is an invite from Alberta Tourism for council to attend their town hall on June 8th at the Pine Hills Golf Club.
Any discussion on this one? Councillor Shipple?
Just a question about, it's listed as honorarium. I'm not sure if it should be per diem on that document. I just asked for clarification.
I would say it's per diem, because it's not, it's more of a workshop than a PR event.
Thank you.
Okay. Would anybody like to attend this? Councillor Sinclair?
Yeah, I'm actually excited for anything that comes up about Alberta, Travel Alberta. I think this is a industry that's something that we really need to be involved with, so, I'd like to make a motion.
Please go ahead.
Be it resolved that any member of council who wishes to attend the Travel Alberta Tourism Town Hall on June 8th to contact administration to get registered.
Thank you. Councillor Musker?
Thank you, Mayor. If I could make a friendly addition to that, that the honorary or per diem designation be changed to per diem.
Thank you. Is that acceptable, Councillor Sinclair?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? And that is carried. Thank you very much. Our next items are correspondence for action. Or, pardon me, correspondence for information, I apologize. Any discussion on any of the items there? Councillor Shipple.
Just a comment, and I appreciate that Betty has taken the time to answer my administrative inquiries from last meeting, and so the answers are here in detail, so I appreciate that information, and thanks to Betty for that.
It was good information. Okay, could I get a motion to accept the correspondence for information, please? Councillor,
I'd like to make a motion to accept correspondence for information.
thank you. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you very much. Our next item is our mayor and council reports. We are trying to do this verbally now. I've attended the numerous town events, the Smile Cookies, the McHappy Days, several awards things, plus our Economic Growth Committee has had several meetings, so that's kind of it for me. Anybody else wish to speak? Councillor Shipple.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. It's been a busy couple weeks. I've attended 13 things out of the 15 days that were there, so it's definitely kept me busy. So I'm just going to run through some of those. I went to Canalta to listen to the homeless shelter information sharing session. That was interesting there, and they had a good turnout. We did Coffee with the Councillor at McDonald's. Did the Travel Alberta tour, which is a day-long tour, which we left Rocky at 8 o'clock in the morning to tour some venues throughout Clearwater County. And then the following day, we did the ATV Club trail systems. We did the rail trail. So Mayor Boniface, Councillor Boniface, and myself did that. Came back looking like I worked in the field all day. It was an awesome day. And the rail trail was extremely busy. It's amazing how, and it was in May, so I can only imagine come summertime how busy that'll get. So we went all the way from the Chambers Creek staging area to Nordegg, had dinner in Nordegg, and came back. Got back to the staging area at 7:30 at night, having left at 9 in the morning. So it was a substantial day, and it was a bucket list day for me because I've never been in a quad. So for me, it was awesome. I knocked that off my bucket list. And the second thing was I wanted to do the rail trail. So 2 things there. So that was pretty awesome. At my age, I'm going like, didn't think I'd ever get that opportunity. So it was great. And then we had the draft review of the Riverview Outline Plan, which had a fairly good turnout at the rec center. We had an ICC meeting, and we did a library tour one day to check out the library. Library's been a hot topic with Bill 28, so that was good. Then did a agenda review, met with Montana First Nations, and met with MLA Nixon, and then we did the Rural Healthcare Week, which was a couple events, one at Rival Trade and one at the hospital, where we did feed all the healthcare workers there. Then yesterday was a seniors event at the arena, which I attended as well. So that was sort of the gist of a busy couple weeks. So.
Thank you. Anyone further wish to speak? Councillor Sinclair.
I just want to just add to some of that, some of the things we are all sharing. I think the trade show was pretty successful. That was, I had a great experience with that. It was, anytime I get to mingle or chit chat with residents, I value that time, negative or not. It's always a pleasure to try to help guide the community. We had the Central Alberta Economic Partnership, AGM, on the 28th. That was a pretty positive AGM meeting. They have, as we are a member of that, I have an annual report to share. I think Councillor Stalker brought some back for everyone else. They're launching a new website, which I think is quite beneficial to Central Alberta. It's kind of a self-populating information type of site. I don't know if it has an AI element to it or not, but essentially, like, you can go to this website, you can look at the different municipalities that are members of CAPE, and you kind of can just click on the community, and it gives you like demographic information, like population, average household incomes, economic density, and so, but basically everything you need to know when you're looking at an investment opportunity. So I thought that was quite a valuable tool that they're launching. So I'm looking forward to seeing how far that goes. I was on the Travel Alberta tour. I thought that was quite valuable to see how much is going on. I know it's just a small portion of our community that's out that way, but even just a small part of what we saw was like, I was blown away at how much employment opportunity that is for our area. And then I had the pleasure of being invited to the excuse me, the Alberta Japan Twin Municipalities AGM / celebration for Lacomb's 40th anniversary with their twin city, and that was quite an awesome experience there. I would kind of like to send them a letter if possible, from the town, thanking them for the invite and kind of reinforcing the value that these relationships have with municipalities. Because I think with the student exchange program and the sharing of cultures, I think it just makes us stronger when we have these opportunities. And I attended the town hall for the Riverview development and had positive engagement with community members there. And I think that's about it for myself.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else wish to speak? Councillor Bonifaz.
Yeah, it's been a very busy month. I think we're kind of getting ready for summer, I think is what's happening, and we're planning every moment of our wonderful summers, making the most of them. Yeah, for this month, I had an exciting meeting with for seniors housing with the provincial government that came to the council here, so everybody got to talk on that, and that's very exciting stuff coming up. EOEP, I can't even remember what that acronym is. I'm still trying to learn the alphabet soup. But the training was on connection with the public and stuff, and I've already had a lot of connection with public and kind of figured, oh, what am I going to learn here? But there was a lot of good things about following up and what to do with the information that you get, so that it keeps people engaged and that they realize that we are doing something about our Coffee with the Counselor, that we're doing, working with those suggestions. Another big one was the library bill, how the Bill 28 is affecting our library system and stuff, and there's been lots of discussion on that, and that's been intense. Rural healthcare recruitment, I've been attending those meetings and getting busy on finding different ways to recruit the healthcare workers, all of them. And also the Rural Healthcare Week was last week, and that was nice having a barbecue with the nurses coming out to get tacos and ice cream, and that was a very nice day and beautiful weather. Thank goodness it wasn't this week. And then we've got Seniors Week that started yesterday with our county fair yesterday. That was an amazing day. It looked like there was more people there than there was last year, but I guess the counts were down. I thought the rain drove everybody in there, but well attended, a lot more booths, and it was a lot of fun. I don't know, there was some more stuff, and mostly now I'm just focused on, I'll be gone for a week up in Edmonton, Canada-wide conference that I'm really excited about. That should be a good education on a lot of stuff. So that's what I got off the top of my head for the month. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Councillor Musgrave.
Thank you, Mayor. I was gone for 10 or 11 days during the month of May, so my list is a little leaner, but I attended a lot of the same things that have already been mentioned. A few Community Growth Committee meetings, which were very productive. The trade show, meeting in chambers with Assisted Living Alberta and the Ministry of Assisted Living and Social Services personnel. That was very informative and encouraging. Coffee with the Counselor, McDonald's. I think I was on the shuttle bus tour of David Thompson Country as well, the open house for the Riverview Outline Plan. The great thing about this council is how many things we attend together. And so, you know, if I'm at the end of the list and everybody's already mentioned something, that's okay, because we're doing all this stuff as a group. So anyways, that was my month. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor.
I felt the same way as Ken. It's like all these things that we do, like, she'd already told what I was going to say, and he already said. This month I wasn't actually as busy as I have been previously. Some of the things that I've been to that you folks maybe weren't at is the Community Futures meetings in Red Deer. We're going through a change of executive there, so there's not a lot of stuff happening at this point in time. We seem to be hanging out with the county a lot this month, which was always good, right? But I have had an opportunity to talk to some residents this past month that bring lots of new good ideas to the table that I'm excited to share with you guys.
Thank you. The coffee with the counselor was mentioned, and it has been very successful this year. And I know we've only got 1 or 2 left, I believe, but I'd like to see us continue it. Everybody that comes to it is very happy that we're there, and it's great that so many of us are there too. It's not just 2. The comments I always get are, it shows that we really care because so many of us are there. So that's nice. Okay then, may I have a motion to accept the mayor's report, please? Counselor.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the mayor's report for information.
Thank you. All in favor? Thank you. And I will make the motion to accept counselor's reports as given. Any questions? All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you very much. Our next item is our action list, Mr. Kraus.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. So to go through the open items, so the sewer issue with one of our residents, that meeting has been set for June 18th, so I'll be meeting with them. The architectural guidelines for public input is now live on our website and survey. And the last one is the MOU for our concept plan. We are reaching out to the landowners again this week just to see where they're at. So.
Perfect. Thank you. Councillor Shipple.
A question about how stuff gets on this list. So things like the multi-residential land to the north, or the HR, I guess I can't use my typical acronym, the sewage treatment plant. What determines what's on the list and what's not on the list, and how do we get there?
So this action list is from resolutions of council. So if you make a resolution during a council meeting, that requires action from administration and gets on this list.
Okay.
If you're looking for information for like the wastewater treatment plant, that would be updated and during the director's reports for each department. Yeah.
Can I get a motion to accept the action list as presented, please? Councillor Cahill.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the action list as reported.
Thank you. All in favor? And that is carried. Next item is administrative inquiries. Do we have any today? I have one small one. Mr. Kraus, I see that the fence is down at the pedal park and the kids are enjoying it, so does that mean it's fully open now?
Mayor, I might have to have Mr. Amends answer that question because I wasn't aware the fence was down. So.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mayor and council. I got an email yesterday, as I was driving out of town on Friday, noticed the fencing around the tracks themselves is down. They've relocated that to another area that they've seeded. So they've done a soft opening of the park. The grass they seeded didn't come in quite as they had hoped, so they're probably looking at other options for overseeding. They're still, well, I guess one of the things this week with all the rain is they'll gauge how well the non-turfed areas or the slopes manage with all the rain. That was one of the concerns about having some kind of growth. There's lots of weeds there. It's looking green, but it's not necessarily grass. So, yes, to answer your question, the pump tracks are open. I believe the contractor is scheduled to be in next week to do some further follow-up work in the track in the trees and adding the components that are supposed to go there. My understanding is that they're still working on that. We haven't issued a completion certificate yet,
Okay.
They're still working on it, but at the same time, the tracks themselves are open.
Thank you very much. Councillor Caitlin.
I just wanted to mention that in conversation, I kind of stopped in the day the fence was going down. The intent was to take it down because people were breaking into it anyway and using it. I think some of those items, I think, that are on the list is things like picnic tables and benches and stuff like that that were indicated to me that day that need to be completed, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's their signage, their picnic table areas, the other areas that they've seeded to grass. And so there's other amenities that have to happen. They're hoping that their grand opening will actually happen in the fall.
Okay. Councillor Boniface.
Thank you, Mayor. Is there a place that people could go to find out, like, who's allowed on the park, or rules around the park, or more information on it?
I believe, to the best of my knowledge, it's the Bike Park Society themselves that are generating the signs and all of those things, so that's still to come, right? So information that I was looking for, haven't seen it yet directly from the Bike Park Association, is information that they post on their Facebook page. I haven't had anything directly through my office. I know that our parks manager and our project manager have met and are in contact with them with regard to what's left to do as far as construction goes.
Thank you, Councillor Boniface.
Thank you, Mayor. So if we went on, what's the name of the group that's looking after it, or
I think
to
it's,
find
they call themselves the Rocky Bike Park
Rocky
Society.
Bike Parks? So go on that
There's
Facebook or,
nothing's been posted there, just.
oh, there's nothing
Laura
posted
just
there?
indicated, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know if I'm allowed to go on it. Like, is it a kid's thing, or? So
If you want to challenge it with your two-wheeler, have at it.
like, I have no idea what it's intended for, and I'm sure if I don't know what it's intended for, then there's probably other people that.
Anyone on bikes, scooters, wheeled apparatus, you're welcome to go.
I would like to make a motion that we all go to the bike park and watch Denise.
Was that why she was asking about the health benefits plan?
Thank
Mayor.
you. Is there anything further? Okay. Oh, sorry, Councillor Boniface.
What is this, Pick on Denise Day, or, what is it?
Better than pick on Dale Day.
Okay, then, any notices of motion? Councillor, sorry.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't be a stickler here, but I think Councillor Kalen made a motion.
He did.
Can we have that repealed, because I think it was made in jest, or do we vote on it?
I withdraw my motion.
Thank you. Thank you. Are there any notices of, oh, pardon me, Councillor Sinclair.
I just had a small inquiry, because I know I just requested a letter not that long ago. Do I need I need to make a motion to have a thank you okay.
Right.
So I would like to make a motion then to request administration to draft a letter of gratitude and a letter of reinforcing support to the program of the Alberta Japan Twin Municipalities Association.
Thank you. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? And that is carried. Thank you very much. Okay. Any notices of motion? Seeing none, before we go into closed session, I will call a 10-minute break, please. Thank you very much. We need to go into closed session. Could someone please make the motion? Counselor Sinclair.
I will make the motion that we move into closed session.
All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome, we're back. We do have a few motions coming out of closed session. First one, Councillor Musker.
Thank you, Mayor Boniface. First motion is be it resolved the council appoint the following people to the Subdivision and Development Appeal Board: Mr. Jim Bagu, Mr. Len Phillips, and Ms. Jillian Sinclair. Congratulations to them, and thank you for all the applicants that put their names forward.
Yes, thank you. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you. Councillor Sinclair.
I'd like to make the motion that we accept the applicant of Sarah Lambert Pichota to join the Community Events Committee.
Thank you. All in favor? And that is carried. Councillor Boniface.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to move that we accept the Wild Road School Division, their invite for a meeting, and we'll have administration make the schedule.
Thank you. All in favor? That's carried. And I will make the motion to accept the CAO dialogue for information purposes. All in favor? And that is carried. Thank you. Having no further